Where's the mic? Is this the right stream? Wait. Hello? Is this thing on? Hello? Hello? Hello, yeah, I'm back because my battery is actually on 1%, so I had to like disconnect my external mic. I'm using the like earphone mic, and then I have to use my backup earphones to watch the anime. I just realized how well prepared I came. Like I brought an extra, like when I like moved to where I'm staying now, I brought an extra like my backup phone and like my backup I didn't have like, I think these earphones are the new earphones that Delucy got me when my mod that was on the first date. Like we went out for like an outing, and then like she because like we were supposed to play D&D, but I didn't have earphones, so she was like, I'm going to like sponsor your earphones. So I'm using the earphones that she got me for the stream now, because it comes with a mic and my backup earphones, which I've been using for quite some time, but kind of broke because like one of the, I think I accidentally like pulled it too hard and then it kind of broke. But yeah, yes, my battery is always on life support because I use it all the time for like video editing, and basically everything I do is from my phone. So I carry my power bank everywhere. And I think like it's not just the power bank that I carry, but like the entire like plug, the charging plug and the wire, so like I can like charge my phone everywhere I go. Okay, back to the, where's the timer? Where's the timer? There we go. It's back to 000, and I can't even like edit it. It's okay. These things happen. I'm just going to try continuing where we left off. Episode 3 in TL. Okay, we're back. It always surprises me like how big the microphone is somehow. Like the ones that you use for in like karaoke or like studio singing. The mic always like surprises me, like it's quite big from how I remembered it to be like previously. It's actually not easy to like sing and play an instrument at the same time. So I think when I was watching like Popipa's lives, namely like I think Believe in Our Future, I was like, or I think some other song, I don't remember the song, but I was like really impressed when Ohashi Ayaka was singing while playing the drums. Like I found it like really impressive. It's just really difficult to like play and sing at the same time, but especially so for I think percussion, because I cannot sing and play drums at the same time. I've tried it before, I can't do it. maybe it just comes with practice, and I haven't had enough practice yet. Is my connection like dropping or something? Because like the viewers, it keeps on going from like, keeps on like fluctuating. Like it goes to like 1 and then 0 and then 1 and then 0. Like which one is it? Make up your mind. Is it 1 or 0? Oh, what do you define play? Do you mean like play like as in I know how to like I know how it works, or like do you mean like how fluent? No, it's not fluent. Like how well do I have to play for it to be considered like playing? Like I've learned quite a few, but it's like what again the question like what define how define fluent or beginner level? Wait, do you pick one? Beginner or fluent? Because like I've learned I think quite a few, but I still don't really understand, like, because like usually what I do with instruments is that after I learn it, I try to like go off by myself. Like I try to like listen to something and then try to replicate it in my own way instead of like reading off notes, because I'm horrible at reading notes. I've learned I'm just going to go through a list of the instruments I've learned before. From the very beginning, I learned piano just for fun, and then I learned violin, and then I learned, but at this point I was only learning piano. I only learned piano for 1 year, and because it was like through the school, my school had the like after school class, and then we could choose either between piano and violin. So like for my first year I chose piano, and then the second year piano was full, so I had to go for violin. And then in I think 2 years later I learned like recorder, but like again part of like school syllabus, part of the music class. And then after recorder I got into guzheng. I wanted to play the flute, which sounds so I didn't learn it. I feel like playing because I'm getting a notification from the app that says like the internet connection is bad. Oh yeah, going back to the comment about being if I'm Japanese, I sometimes change my like phone setting language to Japanese, so I can like just be like try to immerse myself as much as possible in the language. I don't know if that's helpful, but yeah, that's what I do. I've been doing it for like quite a few years, so like I like switch it to Japanese for like a few months and then change it back to English or something. Oh, she's crying from the exhilaration of performing in public. It's really nice performing in public, but it's extremely nerve-wracking. I don't remember. I think the last time I performed something and actually enjoyed myself would be the karaoke competition, because before the karaoke competition I was learning music, and there was just, because I was learning classical music, so with classical music there's a really strong pressure on you to like be perfect and like not mess anything up. And I have always been somebody who like goes really hard on myself, so to have that like extra burden on me, and I couldn't really read a music sheet well to begin with, so everything quickly went downhill. Kanji, for me, I think maybe because I already know Chinese beforehand, so it helped a bit, but not really, because like with kanji, like the pronunciation is different, and a lot of times the meaning is also very very different. But I think kanji, how I learned kanji was, okay, this goes back to like my love life days. So I would, when I think most of my kanji I learned it from Love Life, because I was like really into like their songs, and I've actually memorized almost every Muse song. And back then I would like copy out on paper the Romaji lyrics. This was like in the very beginning of Love Life, and I gradually, I think about when I was like about 5 years into the like being a Love Lifer, I transitioned from writing Romaji to writing the kanji and hiragana. So like if I didn't know how to pronounce the kanji, I would like write the entire line of lyric. For example, what song? Let's see. Okay, for example, like Susume Tomorrow, the first line is, let me pause the song music so you can hear properly. The first line of Susume Tomorrow is, だって可能性感じたんだそうだ進め. So like the kanji in that line would be 可能性 and 感じたんだ. So I would write the whole thing in the original Japanese, like hiragana and kanji, and then I would write the romanized version on top of the kanji. So like slightly above the line I would write kanose, so like K-A-N-O-U-S-E-I, so that's kanose, so it means probability. And then kanose kanjitanda, so like kan is K-A-N, and then I would write the romanized like English alphabets on top of the kanji. And yeah, that's how I learned kanji. So like, because like over time you would learn to match the pronunciation to the word, and this it helps, like especially it helps a lot in the beginning, especially when, because like kanji, like the pronunciation can vary depending on like how the word is being used. Like for example, ite, like, or like yuko, sometimes it's pronounced yuko and sometimes it's pronounced like e instead of u, so it gets a bit confusing, but but for most words they're usually pronounced the same way, so you can really benefit off that. So basically, like my kanji comes from like years of memorizing lyrics and then matching the pronunciation of the kanji to that word. So I think the song that you requested, which was one of the songs that you requested, what was it? Because like I have been listening to this one quite often. So it's like, let's see if I remember. Okay, so like I'm just reading off the lyrics from Google. So it's 最後の花火をあげて and then フィナレを飾って I think it's 飾って if I'm not mistaken because like is it 飾って I'm pretty sure it's 飾って 飾って or is it なぞって I think it's なぞって anyway because like when you get into like actually learning romaji, especially through songs, you would find that a lot of like the words would show up again and again. Like for example, like kimi shows up a lot in songs, and or maybe like honto or like wakatte. So like you would see the words over and over and over again, and then if you like try to memorize it a few times and then you see it like even more times, it would stick in your head. So yeah, that's how I learned kanji. I owe most of my Japanese to Rabraibe, because one of the reasons why I learned Japanese was actually so I could it sounds stupid now, but I actually learned it. So one of my initial reasons why I wanted to learn it was because I wanted to write fan letters or like at least like write messages to my favorite seiyu or like my favorite like voice actor of like my favorite character in Love Life, but I never really got around to doing that. Yeah, it's my ways of learning are very unique because I'm completely like I just self-study, so yeah. And like it's the most, I think for me it was the most readily available source because back then my family wasn't exactly they were actually kind of against me learning Japanese. So I think there was one time when I was like I drew something. I think it was like Honoka and Umi, and then I put it like right next to me so like I could look at my drawing and somehow feel like to motivate myself while I was studying. And then one of my parents came over and I think they misunderstood, and then they thought that I was drawing instead of studying, and then they kind of tore up the drawing in front of me. But yeah, that happened, and things are better now, I guess. Oh, my favorite character. My favorite character is from Love Life, or like my all-time like favorite waifu or favorite husbando, or like all-time favorite or something. Because like if like all-time favorite, I honestly can't choose. If like favorite like waifu or husbando, then I can at least like give you an actual answer. Yeah, I know it sounds so sad, but like because like um I've told this before to my friends, and they were like, how did how did you let them do that to you? And the funny thing is that at that time I actually didn't really feel anything. Like I felt like they had the right to do that. Like I did feel kind of wrong because I felt like there was a misunderstanding, but I didn't feel like there was anything explicitly wrong with them tearing it up somehow, which is kind of weird. But yeah, but it's over now, so, and I'm here now, so you don't have to feel sad, because I'm here now and I made it out. So you don't feel sad. Please don't feel sad. I already felt sad, so it's over already, and you don't have to feel sad. If you mean like my favorite character from Love Life, my all-time favorite from Love Life would be Minami Kotori. Like, Inari even gave me a nettleberry of her for my birthday. Like, I literally have her right next to me right now. All-time favorite. Oh my god, that's difficult. That's really difficult. This is difficult. All-time favorite. This is difficult. I have like this cytophobia. I can't choose. This favorite, all-time favorite. This is difficult. Yeah. It's okay. Just don't be sad. Anything is fine. You can even be mad at me for like not feeling anything. But please don't be sad. All-time favorite. That's really tough. I really don't know. Because like, I think about my number one husband though, like at least one time every single day. There's not a day, literally not a day goes by without me thinking of him. But all-time favorite, does it have to be like just anime, or like can it be like from other like Disney or like Sanrio or whatsoever? Because like I think my first favorite character, like from like before I got into like anime, it would be Stitch. But if anime, that would be really, really tough. I really can't think. What do you mean committed? What do you mean by committed? I think probably Kotori. I'm not quite sure, but I really like Kotori. She's just so Kotori. I don't know why, but like whenever I speak about like my favorite characters, I just go like, they're just so, and then insert their name. Number 3. Oh yeah. I really like him. Like I think I've actually like my like Dilu, like she, because like she knows that I am absolutely like crazy, like maybe even obsessive, but I don't think it's obsessive. Like she even was like, you could like do an entire stream, or like I think she meant something like a video essay on just my favorite, like my husband though. I really like him. Like I think like I said like this is I really shouldn't talk about this, because the moment I go out, I start talking about him, I will not shut up. You guys will be like you guys will have to like 3 hours will pass, like you guys can leave the stream, and then 3 hours will pass and you come back and I'll be still talking about him. I just really like him. I don't mind breaking my knees. And like I don't care if my knees break. I just want to see him again. Like I know at people and I try to look. We will get the proof. No, because if you went through like my Twitter history, you would find out who it is. I'm just, I just really like him. If I start on him, you'll never hear the end of it. The moment like I get like time to rest and I log out of work mode or whatsoever, like my thoughts just like automatically drift to him, because like if I'm not like I think there was one time I was working in the cafe, and then I was supposed to like heat up spaghetti or something, and then I was thinking about how amazing he is for like giving up something that he likes just because somebody who he cared for had bad memories relating to that thing. So I was just like completely lost in thought, and then I accidentally, instead of like reheating the spaghetti in the pan, I almost put the spaghetti in the fryer. Like the spaghetti hit the metal, like the rack, and then the sizzle sound brought me back to my senses, and I was like, oh my god, like literal crap, what have I done? And I was like, oh no, and I quickly like took out the spaghetti before anyone could notice. So yeah, it's important that I do not it's important that I do not think of him or like talk about him, because my mind will go like completely off, and all I will talk about would be him. Did anybody witness? Nope, they did not. Thankfully, no, nobody saw it. Nobody knows. Only you guys know. Because like I think everybody was busy in their own section of the cafe, and then I was the only one in the kitchen, working in the kitchen at that time. So nobody else, thankfully nobody else saw it. Otherwise they would be like, Sarah, what are you doing? Oh my god, no, because like, oh my god, I really want to talk about what happened in the convention on day 1, because I also thought like what happened to me that day only happens in like movies or anime or like K-drama or manga, but no, real life imitates art. Because like I really want to talk about it, because like I think about that interaction every single day ever since it happens. Like I know it's not actually him, but god damn, that moment that one moment is like forever, like it's just seared into my mind. It's like all I think about. Like I know it's not him. I know it's just a closer, but it was like in that one moment, I thought somehow I thought like it was him, and like I literally forgot, like I literally like felt like I didn't breathe, like I couldn't breathe. I don't want to say who, because like I told D, because I went to the convention with D Lucy, and then I told her like, oh, who's your husband though? And then like I told her, and then she was like, him? Out of all people. Out of all people, you like him? But like, but he's so him. I just really like him. Like, I think like normies wouldn't understand, because like you know, like how normies are like, oh, 3D people. They're just into 3D people. Oh my god, I just realized that music is off ever since I was sorry about that. So I don't um I really like him, but yeah. So like normies, they wouldn't really understand, because like they're like fictional men, fictional people. Like it's like, oh, you like her? That's your waifu? She's not even real. Like they would think that, but like in a way, it's like I just like them. Like they're them. That's why I like them. I so like I like I really like him, but and then because like there hasn't been like the anime only got like 2 seasons, and I only ever watch anime like I only watch it once and then I don't watch it again. But because like that anime had 2 seasons, I actually rewatched the first season, the entire first season. Like I think I rewatched it, and then I didn't rewatch the second season, but I think I was planning to, but I didn't. And I don't know. I just really like him. Yeah, I know, right? It's like, oh, she's not real. He's not real. But in but like I think like the closest we can get to like them being real would be like cosplayers, because like for like because of the things that they say, or like the way that they act or whatsoever, for like even just for a moment they are that character, and that's like the closest that we can ever be and to them. And I don't know, I just really treasure it, and I don't know, I just somehow feel like strangely at home when I go to like conventions now, because like it's like these people are my people. It's like they would understand. Like these people around me, they understand how it feels. But then like as you said, like their favorite line is that, oh, she's not real, he's not real. And then like whenever I think about like fictional, like it's not real or whatever, like my first thought would be that line that Dumbledore says in Harry Potter, is like the one where they're at King's Cross Station, and then he's like, it might all be in your head, but who's to say that's not real? And then like it somehow gives you hope that maybe in like a different world, maybe in a different world, or like maybe in the afterlife or whatever, and then you are like with them. Maybe it just, I don't know, it gives me some kind of like relief to think that, you know, like maybe in a different timeline or a different universe, maybe they are real. Yes, the Lulu is a Lulu, but not always, because I think like Delulu is a Solulu when it comes to like fictional people, but Delulu is not necessarily the Solulu when it comes to actual real life people. Because I knew this person. I mean like I didn't actually know them, but like I knew that they existed and they knew that I existed, and bro was kind of like strange. Like I was busy working. Okay, the thing about this person is that I hardly talked to him, and I think like the only time I actually talked to him was like, did I even ever talk to him? I don't think I talked to him, you know. I think like the only time like I actually had a direct conversation with him was when I was helping out an event, and then he came through the door and I thought it was some random person, so I was doing like something similar to customer service, so I was like, hi. And then I was like, oh no, it's this person. He looks kind of familiar, I think. Do I know this person? Yeah, I think I know this person, but I don't exactly remember their name. And the thing about this person is that I was working, like, as you know, I always like used to work on my videos and stuff at like 3 a.m. in the morning. And I was working on my stuff like one night when a message came in from him on, I think it was Instagram or something. And then basically the message was like, Kimi no koto aitai na. I think it was like something like along the lines of like, I miss you or something. And I was like that message came in through my notifications. So I was like halfway editing through a video, and then the notif came in, and I was like, huh? And then so I quickly like pulled the like the notification bar down, and then like I reread the message like twice, and then it disappeared, so I knew that he had retracted the message. So moral of the story, do not be delulu. Like I after like he retracted the message, I was like, I think like bro, do you have like DVD or something? Why are you saying this? I don't even know you. DVD, like chronic DVD. Like you really have it bad when like I don't think he knows that I don't even know his name. He had second thoughts, bro had like some serious DVD, a down bad disease. The thing about down bad disease, right? It's something that me and Inari came up with because I was just so down bad from my husband though, and then she was like, you're just so down bad, and I was like, yeah, it's down bad disease. I have down bad disease. Chronic, fatal even. I just really like him. Nobody compares to him. Like you can come close, but you'll never be him. Now I'm just thinking of like what happened at the convention on that first day, because I'm seriously doubting if I should go into this, because if I go into it, I'll never stop. I'll continue like streaming for like 1.5 hours talking about what happened. Let's just try to finish the episode first, because it's loaded, but I just paused it. Okay, I'm at like the 18-minute 5-second mark. We just finished the performance. 夢中になりすぎて I got so lost in it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, don't tell me they only performed once and then decided to disband. Wow, they even added like blinking into they tried to make it like so realistic. Sugoi kandou shimasu. Kongo ga tanashimi. Kongo. the difference between Kongo and Korekara? Oh, okay. I should like. Oh yeah, the bread. Yeah, I finished it actually. I finished. Where's my water? I even like made sure to like fill up my water because like where I work, because like the water where I'm staying, like I have to boil the water first because we don't have like a water machine, and like the water like after it's boiled, maybe because of the kettle or whatever, but it tastes so weird. Like it's safe water, it's safe to drink, but it tastes so weird. I eat slow when I want to, and I can eat really fast if I need to, but it's not good to eat fast. Do not eat fast. Try not to eat fast. It's bad. Y'all stay hydrated. You cannot like be telling me to like drink water and not stay hydrated yourself. Hydration. Wait, what kind of comment even is that? The vocalist was trying too hard. Wait, this is what, 19 minutes and 2 seconds. Wait, what happened? Why is she crying? Oh no, it's lagging. Oh no. I have to restart. Reload the page. Oh no, the glass is this a glass? Okay, so it's not the glass. I still have to like get this phone fixed because like it's cracked pretty badly from like a year ago, and I still haven't gotten it fixed. Okay. Oh yeah, it could. Yeah, I think it's the mineral access. Like, I asked around, and the people who I asked, like they said it could be like after like boiling the water, then like the mineral like kind of like stays on the metal. Because like the kettle, honestly speaking, looks kind of old, but it works, so better than nothing, I guess. We make do with what we have. At least it's safe water. Because I think like there was this saying about like surviving the wild, about like clean but unsafe water and not clean but safe water, and you should always go for the not clean but safe water. Oh my god, I have to change back from data to one moment. Is it, are we back? Okay. This is taking so long to load. Wait. Okay, full screen. Konai. She's not going to practice? Wait, what happened to Saki? Were there some like comments about her? being like a horrible player or something. She looks quite shocked ever since she read the comments. Thankfully, I haven't had any like people are really nice, and all the things that they say are just so uplifting and positive. Like they don't say anything bad about my work. Huh? Wait, you're quitting? But you liked the performance so much you started crying and now you want to quit. But you literally just had one performance. Only for now? Only for today? Like when tomorrow rolls around, you have to come back and try again. You can't just give up like that. If you really want to achieve it, you've got to keep on trying. Otherwise, there won't be a chance of it happening at all. And you'll forever be stuck where you are. Bye! Thank you for coming. Thank you for the stream. Get a good rest. Bye! Oh, it's lagging again. I'm thinking if I should just like watch episodes. Hello? Oh, okay, it's still working. Is it? No. Oh, okay. Because like the mouth wasn't moving, so I was like, is this on or not? Actually, like earlier on, I was kind of like wondering if like the miracle that happened yesterday would happen again today, but like almost immediately after I had the thought, I felt like it didn't matter if it didn't really matter if it happened or not, because like you guys are here and like that's all that matters now. Like even if you don't join, even if like the connection is horrible, what matters is that we are here and I'm trying and you're here and we're just having a good time, and that's what matters. That's what I think, at least. Oh yeah, remember the nanny after this. No, you think cannot be played. Me, thank you. May I be blessed again. But you know, I think because like when I was thinking about what happened, right, I actually got kind of worried that these people are like no offense, but like I just worry like you guys don't actually like I just have to fear that you're not my people, if that makes sense. Like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I just have this fear like you're not like if I were to, God forbid, heaven forbid, go on another hiatus or something, like I don't know if you guys would be the type to like keep on believing that I'm going to come back. And like you might I don't know, like if you guys are the type to like keep on hoping and holding out that faith that like I'm gonna come back. It's so nice to like lie down and like relax, especially after a long day and a rough week. you just like lie back and then for me, like I sit down, I lie back, and then I close my eyes, and then I pass out. But it's like one thing leads to another, and then I sit down, I come back home like from like class or like work and stuff, and I sit like before I started streaming, I would just sit down and then lie down and then close my eyes, and then I would just pass out. Here. It's lagging again. Oh, thank you. Because like I don't know if like people have this tendency to like lose hope or like just go through like their list of subscriptions and then like unsubscribe. But because like most of the people here who have been on here are like they've like subscribed since like the very beginning, and as you know, like I went on hiatuses for like almost like a year-long hiatus, like twice, and then like I just like worry. One thing is the hiatus. Like I don't know what will happen if I have to take another hiatus, and I don't know if like personally I don't know how I'm going to like deal with the hiatus, and then like secondly I don't know how you guys are going to deal with me going on another hiatus. I think the scariest thing is to like lose hope, because like there have been like I don't know how many times where I just like I lost hope, and then like I would open like YouTube, and then like I would just read through the comments, and then like I like try to convince myself like it's going to be better. And then like you see like all of them, they're still believing, so like there are like so many of them and they're still believing, and you're just one person, then like you need to keep believing. So I just pick myself up and then we keep on going. Focus is trying too hard. Wait, what happened to Saki-chan? What comment did she read? Is it about herself or is it about one of her friends? Oh, this is off. Oh my god. Which comment made her feel that way? I don't think she's coming again. Oh, she did come. She didn't even go to school? That's quite serious. Isn't that kind of selfish? Like you got the group together and everybody practiced so hard, and now you don't want to do it, and you are trying to force everyone to like just quit. That's just kind of, it's kind of selfish. But she probably has good reasons for it. especially like when Pando, you never thought being in the band was fun. Then why did you do it then? Why did you like agree to continue? Why do I feel like she's lying? Not even once. Sonsugyo? Oh, they graduated from, what is this? Junior high? This is like junior high. Yeah, about that, let me pause, because it's buffering anyway. Every single time that I left to go on hiatus, I didn't actually put anything out because I myself, I didn't know when I was coming back actually, and I didn't want to give people false hope that like I'm coming back when I myself, I don't even know when I'm coming back or if I'm coming back at all. Like I believe that I would come back, I just didn't know when, and I didn't, basically I couldn't guarantee, like if I said like, oh y'all, I'm gonna be back like in like 6 months, I cannot guarantee, I couldn't actually guarantee that I would be back in 6 months, or like things would just, I don't know, there was like a lot going on to the point where I had no idea what was going to happen next, and I couldn't guarantee anything, and I didn't want to like, usually like I think Kyundi has told me like a few times like I need to like tell people what's going on, because otherwise they don't know what's going on, and like even if they want to help, they can't help because they don't know what's going on. Like even if they can't do anything, like even just like knowing about it is better than not knowing at all. But I feel like as though like knowing, for you to know would be like to share that pain, and I don't want to share the pain. Like if I'm hurting, I would rather like shoulder that myself instead of like spreading that pain around. Like I already feel bad, I don't want you to feel bad too. So like I always told myself like I'm going to get out of the situation, and then one day in the future, one day like in a tomorrow, but I don't know when that tomorrow is gonna be, in one of those tomorrows I'm going to wake up in tomorrow, and I'm going to be okay, and I'm going to tell everybody about how I made it out. So I would have this motivation to get out and like tell that I survived, tell people that I survived. Something regarding the situation. Yeah, I will consider that. Hopefully it doesn't come to me going on another hiatus. But I hope I don't have to like resort to that. Because I really don't want to go on another hiatus, because I feel like I've like missed out on a lot of like stuff already, and like now that I've finally like gotten the ball rolling, shout out to Lucy for pushing me to do this, because like without her like this wouldn't be a thing. And so like basically now that I've gotten like the ball rolling, I don't think I'll stop that easily, and I'll try to like, if anybody tries to stop me, I will fight. I really like spending time with you guys, and it's just fun in general. I really like it. And yeah, so I'll do what I can to not go on another hiatus. Even if I like, God forbid, have to go on another hiatus, I'll try to like keep it as short as possible, and I'll definitely try to keep you guys posted. to like sharing pain unless like it gets like really really like serious. I think there was one time when I had just uploaded a video on, I was like feeling like trash, like absolute trash, like jumping out of the window seems like quite a good idea, kind of bad. I mean, like the funny thing is that when people say like they're going to like they jump off the balcony or like jump out the window and stuff, when it really comes to it, you don't actually jump. It's more like a fall because you don't have the energy to jump. But you just want to like I'm just going to like fall off the balcony. You don't actually have the energy to like jump. Like I was like in the description I said something like I don't actually remember what I said, but I think like what I said was like quite serious, like because like the guy who the person who was in chat as well for the first few days, like I think they commented like quite soon after I posted the video and was like hey, I'm fine, I'm completely fine. And then I went to change the description. Oh yeah, I think it was the Diamond City Lights cover with Inari, I think. Because like my phone, like I think like I was like very irritated by something, and then yeah, I was like very, I think things were getting like too tense, and I had too many things going on. I love to tell the tale, which is good because if I had not read it out, I would not be here today. Sometimes I think like, you know, maybe like there are like, you know, like how there are like parallel universes and stuff. I sometimes I think to myself and like maybe in all those other parallel universes, right? Maybe that quote unquote I died and I ceased to exist, and like the me in this timeline is the only me who's alive and still living. So I absolutely, positively, definitely have to make it out just to know how my story ends. Because like if I don't make it out, then I'll never know, because all the quote unquote other me's have already like ceased to exist. So I'm the only one who can like figure things out. Everything's much better now. Yay! Thank God. It's much better now. Everything is much better now. Like to the point where like my I think it's because of this, like that's why my dark circles like cleared up. Like even though my sleep schedule is like completely like crap, but my like it shows like I'm just like generally like I'm just generally happier, and I can like breathe at last. Okay, I'm playing it again. It's 21:30. This actually doesn't really make sense to me. Like something happened and then Saki-chan didn't give any like concrete reason. I as to like why she decided to like disband the band. Like she's just like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore, let's disband. Like there's no concrete reasoning behind it. She didn't. Maybe she gave. She doesn't seem to have been shown to have given her other members a concrete reason as to why she wants to disband. It doesn't make sense. I think it helps to be positive because like being positive is like it's a choice you make, because like being negative and being positive, like oh people are like, oh you're a negative thinker or you're a positive thinker. It's being positive is a choice that you consciously make. You have to consciously make the decision to be positive. Like there are definitely going to be people who are naturally positive, but even those people who are naturally positive, it's inevitable that there are going to be times where they also turn negative. So in the end, it's still like it's a conscious decision that you make to be positive, and like whatever energy that you put out, it's going to be reflected back to a certain degree. Like it may not be much, but it will definitely be reflected back at you. So it's important that you stay hopeful at least. If you think that, like if you think that you're in the wrong universe, or like you think that everything's wrong, or like this isn't the reality that I want to be in, like this is reality and I'm not happy with this reality, then just keep on hacking at the walls of your reality until you find a new one. Like just keep on like trying to create, just try to keep on like trying to create or like find that reality that is the correct one, if that makes sense. So like just keep on trying to find the world that you want, that is the correct one. Why do you say that? Well, I'm glad that you're happy. I'm glad that you're glad. It's like the wee hours of the morning where I am, and I only just finished watching the 3rd episode. I have work tomorrow. Like today, technically, I'm gonna watch the 4th episode. Yo, you can't say that and just leave me hanging. Is this? Oh, they're back to the present, right? Oh, they're back to the present. Oh, it's finally not lagging. Are you blaming yourself for the fact that Saki wanted to leave? Yeah, I don't think it's your fault. Yeah, exactly. She didn't say why. Exactly, that's what I said. Yeah, because it's kind of selfish of her to do that. Girl, you took the words right off my mouth. I literally said that. sometimes it's just like that. Like sometimes it's just nobody's fault. You shouldn't be looking to like blame someone. Then it becomes like a blame game, and then it will never exactly, like there will always be this thing like it's like, oh, you did this wrong. You're always looking for somebody to point fingers at. In a way, it's kind of like escaping responsibility, your own responsibility, and whatever happened. Because like, oh, it's your fault. It's when you point their finger, it's like, oh, it's all your fault. I had nothing to do with it. It's because of you that this happened. And then you're completely removing yourself from the problem, washing your hands clean. It's all you. It's not me. It's you. I don't like it. The opening is so nice. I can't bring myself to skip it. Yeah, sure. Take your time. I think this background it suits the aesthetic of the timer. Purplish. Shouldn't say that. Huh? You wonder what everybody thinks about it? You didn't ask them? Didn't you? She's at my school. What a small world. Cafe Mocha. She's speaking. Oh yeah, she likes to collect stones. Ohayo. Oh, she's lost in thought. That actually happens to me a lot. Oh wait, is she actually lost in thought, or she's just... Oh, she was lost in thought. She didn't realize. Sara Yuki. Rustling snow. Girl, she's avoiding you. Go, chase after her. Astronaut. Oh no. Shit, really? Girl, did you only like write one song? It's like every single time that the notebook accidentally falls to the floor, it opens at the same song. Is this Moonlight Sonata? Yeah, it's Moonlight Sonata. You know, like, the thing about Moonlight Sonata is that the first movement and the third movement are the more well-known ones, but I think the second movement is the one that people like somehow often overlook. And you're walking very fast. This is so K-drama-ish. You're literally just walking, like brisk walking. Like, if you really want her to stop, then chase after her. Like, run, start running. Night, night. Good night. Yasumi. Wait, let me pause. I need to read. This is an unresponsive. Oh yeah, there we go. Night night. Thank you for coming. Smug. Like I will. Oh, okay. Oh. Living without much thought. Because like I go around living with a lot of thought. To the point like where like actually one of the reasons why I even started doing VTubing it's actually I'm sorry. It's actually because of my husband though. Like I should read your comment finish first, because like the moment I start on him I will not be able to shut up. Without much thought. Something absent in your current life. That's actually like I don't know how to say this, but because like this oh my god, this is like I don't know if you're gonna believe me if I say this, but I'm just it's going to sound like really, really weird. I don't know if anyone else who like subscribed or anything has the same or like similar experience to you, but like I'll just say that like even before I started streaming, like even when I was just like making covers and stuff, what I've always been like hoping for was that the people who need me will find me. Like that's what I've also like been telling myself, like the people who need me will find me. I don't know like why or like how I had this thought, but that is what I thought. And hearing like now that you say this, it's like my prayers have been answered. Like you said, like you're just going through days and then you end up just waiting for the stream. It's like it's kind of like what it's like, how do I say this? It's like it's giving something for you to look forward for, like just how I look forward to it. It's like I don't know how to describe it. It's so I don't know. 魔法みたいな I don't know how to describe it. It's like magic. Like when you say like living without too much thought, like I go like I'll try not to like touch on the topic of my husband though, but people have always told me like, oh, you live with too much thought, you need more action. And in truth, like I actually do take action, but I only like take action when in places that they're not looking, or like I am taking action but they don't notice that I'm taking action. Like for the past 4 years I've been like working on the channel and stuff, but in the real world, most of the people who know me don't actually know about my channel. That when I'm staying at home, so-called staying at home to do nothing, it's actually just me like recording for hours on end. I think it's a process. Like, you have to be comfortable with your thoughts, but you are not your thoughts. Like, you are you, but you're not exactly you. I don't know if that makes sense. Because like I think I understand myself quite well, but then again I don't really understand myself that well, but I understand myself better than other people. It's more like the only thing that other people would be more would understand more about myself than me myself would probably be like my habits, I guess, or like stuff that I don't realize myself doing, like when maybe one day in the future when I get a rigged model, y'all would probably like notice this. But something like one of my friends told me was that when I'm thinking, or like I'm really like thinking hard about something, like he noticed that I tend to blink a lot. Like I just start to blink and blink and blink, and then I was like, oh, I do that. And he was like, yeah, you do that a lot. Like you blink a crazy amount when you're thinking. So I think like having trusted people give you feedback on like how on the person that you are, like it helps you to have a better idea of the person that you are. But you have to remember, only you know like the complete picture. I think like understanding yourself, like if you want to like try understanding yourself better, you could always like start with like personality tests and all that stuff. But all those like tests and like zodiac and whatever, it just gives you a general idea of who you are and not like who you actually are. Like it gives it serves a purpose as a general guide, but it will not be like on the dot, like completely accurate. If that makes sense. Where is this? Maybe like you could like ask people who you're closer to, maybe, like people who like you really trust. I think like one of my friends, like she asked me like because like I keep on seeing this a lot. Maybe I'm not sure if it's actually the case, because some of my friends and like acquaintances, like I see them actually like get along quite well with their friends. Like they, like some people might think like opening up and like talking, having like a real heart-to-heart like chatting session with your friends is like cringe, or like it's like not something that you should do. because like it implies that somehow it implies that you're gay for some reason, or like for whatever reason, like people just don't like the idea of laying their heart bare to another person. But I just think that maybe it's because like people are scared of like they won't like, oh, my friends, like my brothers, my sisters, we're not related by blood. Maybe, I'm not quite sure, but somehow whenever I think like once I asked Inari for help, like regarding something that was apparently quite serious. I don't remember what it was anymore, but I remember what she said, which was something like I think she said something like, I'm glad you're brave enough, I'm glad you feel safe enough. Oh, okay, I understand. Yeah, yeah, I understand. Good friends for fun stuff. I used to have, like, now I have good friends for fun stuff. I also used to have good friends for fun stuff before, but it's like for me, I prefer like quality over quantity, especially like for friendship, because like you only have so much time to spend with so many people, so I might as well just invest in high quality people. Not saying that the my for fun friends aren't like high quality, but it's it's just different. Like, I appreciate them for what they are, but that's it. Like, I don't expect them to do anything more. I don't expect them to serve any other purpose than being just for fun, if that makes sense. Well, with Candy and Inari and now like Dilusi as well, like I know like these people, yeah, they've got my back. If anything happens to me, I can ask them for help, and they'll be there for the fun times and the bad times. Like, if anything happens, I can go to them and they'll try their best to help me. And I don't know if I mentioned this before in a previous stream, but somehow I always had this feeling that like you guys are all like also like really 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 nice people, even though I had never actually like talked to you guys or like actually have any interaction with y'all outside of like cover comments and stuff. But I always had the feeling that I always had this knowing that you guys are like really nice people, and I feel like I'm right. I understand, but just because like you know, it's like what happened in like the episode just now. It's like just because like something goes wrong once, just because of like one comment, one bad comment or like one bad experience, it shouldn't like stop you from believing that there is better out there. Like like for most of my life I was living with people who like kept talking to me in a very demeaning way, but it doesn't mean that all the people in the world are going to be demeaning. Like, just that one experience doesn't doesn't mean that you shouldn't like define like, oh, this thing happened to me, so it means that it's going to happen again. Like, I understand the need to like try to prevent it from happening again, but at the end of the day, like, there's more to gain from like risking. It's like, it's taking a gamble, but if you like, if you, how do I say this, like, if you like, somehow your luck is just up that day and you find someone who is like, they can keep up with you, like they can be on your same level of thought and energy, and like, then it's a win in your book, because like, you put yourself out there and now you've made a trust of an actual person who like you can trust. It's like it's just that there's more to be gained. Like, I think like there was this like post or something on Tumblr or something, like you should like, people would rather like love than not love at all or something, which I don't really understand, but that's what I read. Oh, there's good in everyone. I think there was one time when one of my previous employers, like my boss, like, he asked me if he was doing okay or like something, because like one of the co-workers told him that, like, one of my co-workers or the people working under him was like, told him directly, like, I don't think you're like that good. And like, I think when I replied, I thought about it for a few seconds, and because like, I know that he's not that good, but nobody is, like, nobody's like completely a good person. We're just trying to be better, and people shouldn't pull others down for trying to be that good person. Like, so I told him that I think you're good, like, because like, I think it's better to believe in the good of people, because that good is definitely there. Like, sometimes it's just we don't see it because it's just outside of our perception, like our line of sight. Like, maybe they go home and they're like really nice to your dog or cat or whatever, and we don't see that side of them. So yeah, so like, people's opinion are formed only by the person that they see you as, like the person that you are while you're with them. So while they might be correct, they're definitely not completely correct. If you're fine with whatever, that's good too. Because like, I think Inari tells me that a lot too. Like, I ask her like if everything's good and stuff, and then she's like, oh, she's fine with whatever. Like, life is just going to throw whatever at her, and she's going to be. When I just finished it. Yeah, that she's angry. Ah, the tsundere came out. I hope it's